Hello, gentlemen. I'm Dr. Jocelyn Carter, urologist and men's health specialist, and today we're going to explore something many men over 50 quietly wonder about but rarely talk about. How small, intentional gestures of touch and kissing can deepen intimacy and connection. Most men think intimacy begins in the bedroom, but the truth is it starts long before that. And for men in their 50s, 60s, or even 70s, this matters more than ever. At this stage of life, intimacy isn't about rushing, proving yourself, or performance. It's about presence, patience, and creating emotional safety. Before we dive in, do me a favor. Hit like, drop a comment telling me where you're watching from, and subscribe so you never miss tips for improving your sexual health, intimacy, and confidence at any age. Now, let me ask you, have you ever wondered how a simple kiss in just the right place can transform a relationship? Stay with me because by the end of this video, you'll know exactly where to kiss, why it works, and how to create intimacy that lasts. And stick around. I have a special announcement at the end that could change how you approach connection forever. Here's a common misconception I hear all the time. After 50, the magic is gone. Women don't respond the same way, and intimacy is just different. Not true. Intimacy changes with age. Yes, but it doesn't disappear. In fact, men over 50 often have an advantage: experience, patience, and emotional intelligence. You don't need to rush or rely on gimmicks. What matters most are the small intentional touches that speak to trust, comfort, and connection. Another myth is that intimacy is purely physical. In reality, emotional connection drives physical arousal, especially for women. Neuroscience shows that touch, eye contact, and presence activate the brain's reward and bonding centers, releasing hormones like oxytocin, which builds trust, closeness, and desire. I'm Dr. Jocelyn Carter, and for the past 5 years, I've specialized in men's health, sexual function, and intimacy for older adults. I've helped hundreds of men rediscover confidence, energy, and connection with their partners. And one of the things I notice most, small gestures, like where and how you kiss, matter far more than the mechanics of sex itself. Today, I'm measuring the 3 most overlooked kissing spots on a woman's body. Places that awaken emotional and physical intimacy like nothing else. I'll explain biologically why these spots matter, emotionally, what they communicate, and practically how to approach them. Plus, I'll give a few riskier spots that can deepen connection if and only if she already feels safe with you. Spot 1, the base of the neck. Nape. Let's start with the nape of her neck, just beneath the hairline and above the collarbone. This is one of the most emotionally powerful zones on her body. Why it works biologically. The skin here is rich with nerve endings connected to the brain's limbic system, the area responsible for emotion, memory, and arousal. A gentle kiss here doesn't just feel good. It activates emotional memory and trust pathways. Emotionally, this spot is vulnerable. She can't see it, so she must trust you completely. A slow, intentional kiss whispers, "I see you. I cherish you. I respect you." When a woman feels safe here, she relaxes, opens up emotionally, and becomes more receptive to connection. Practical tip: don't rush. Brush her hair aside. Pause and let your lips rest softly on their nape. Avoid aggressive or dominant movements. This is devotion, not dominance. Mistake many men make: rushing straight to more obvious erogenous zones, treating the neck like a signal of conquest. Instead, linger and observe her response. Her subtle reactions will guide you. Spot 2, just behind the ear. Next is the delicate area just behind her ear. Often overlooked, this spot is surprisingly powerful. Biologically, gentle touch here stimulates nerve endings that trigger oxytocin release, the hormone of trust and bonding. It connects to the pleasure centers of the brain. Emotionally, the ear is a private, intimate area associated with whispers, secrets, and shared moments. A soft kiss here communicates closeness, confidentiality, and care. Practically, while kissing, murmur something personal. A small compliment, a memory, or even a shared joke. The combination of touch and voice creates emotional resonance, making her feel chosen and cherished. Many men underestimate this spot, but one well placed, Gentle kiss can evoke stronger emotional intimacy than an hurry-off conventional bedroom activity. Mistake: being loud, rushed, or mechanical. Subtlety is key here. Less is more. Spot 3, the inner wrist. The third spot is small but significant, her inner wrist. Biologically, the wrist has thin, sensitive skin and is directly connected to her pulse, her rhythm, and energy. Touch here stimulates the brain's empathy and emotional awareness centers. Emotionally, a kiss on the wrist signals observation, respect, and attentiveness. It communicates, I notice you. I value the little things. Practically try this while holding her hand during conversation or shared quiet moments. Press your lips softly against her wrist. It's not about lust, it's about reverence. Mistake men make overlooking these subtle zones or thinking intimacy must always be bold and dramatic. Presence beats performance every time, especially after 50. Riskier, vulnerable spots. Once trust and safety are established, there are spots that can intensify connection, but only approach them with care. Hollow off collarbone, close to the heart symbolically. A slow kiss communicates admiration and respect for her essence, not just her body. Inside of the elbow, unexpected, delicate, and sensitive. A gentle kiss can create tingling sensations that surprise and delight. Stomach or hip bones, highly intimate and often trigger self-consciousness. Approach with tenderness and only after she feels completely safe. Emotional to key away. These spots aren't about conquest. They're about cherishing her fully, even the parts she may hide from the world. Not a kiss, but incredibly powerful. Placing your hand gently on her lower back. Why it works. This area carries stress, responsibility, and emotional weight. Gentle touch here activates her parasympathetic nervous system, promoting relaxation, comfort, and trust. Emotionally, you're saying, I've got you. You don't have to carry it alone. Practically, even during a slow dance or while walking together, resting your hand here communicates reassurance without words. These subtle gestures, hand on the back, wrist kiss, nape of the neck, signal presence, patience, and care far more effectively than speed, force, or showmanship. Here's how to put this into practice. Start with safety and trust. Never approach vulnerable spots before she feels safe. Use slow, intentional touch, focus on presence and observation, not performance. Combine touch with voice, whispering personal words behind her ear while holding her hand increases oxytocin and emotional connection. Honor small gestures, wrist kisses, collarbone, inner elbow, hand on the lower back. These create lasting memory, intimacy, and desire. Check in emotionally. Watch her subtle cues. Ask gently if she enjoys the touch. This reinforces trust and safety, enhancing pleasure and closeness. Gentlemen, intimacy after 50 isn't about rushing, proving yourself, or hitting certain milestones. It's about awareness, patience, and choosing to cherish your partner. When you honor her body, emotions, and trust, you create moments that linger long after the kiss ends. Emotional intimacy is often more memorable and more powerful than physical passion alone. Remember, you don't need to be younger to make her feel wanted, safe, and admired. You simply need presence, intention, and the courage to focus on subtle, meaningful gestures. So, here's my challenge tonight. Notice the small, overlooked spots. The nape of the neck, behind the ear, the inner wrist, the collarbone, the elbow, or even her lower back. Start slow. Stay present. Let your gestures speak for you. If this video resonated with you, hit like, leave a comment telling me where you're watching from, and subscribe for weekly insights on men's health, vitality, and intimacy. Remember, age is not the end of desire or connection. Small, mindful changes can transform your intimacy, confidence, and the depth of your relationships. Take care of your health, your presence, and your relationships. You deserve to feel vibrant, confident, and fully alive every day.